What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the second video of Am I Overreacting? This is where we will read some stories from Reddit to see if somebody's situation is what they're overreacting to or if they're not overreacting. We will be the judges, and I hope that you guys leave a comment, and if you're a returning viewer, I hope that you are already a subscriber, and if not, I hope after this video I can convince you to become one. But with that being said, let's get into the first of the three situations, I guess I should say, and jump right into it, I guess. Terrible intro. I'm sorry, guys. Alrighty, from obvious underscore spell underscore 6948. Am I overreacting or am I actually the bad guy? So my ex comes to this community to bash my name and gain sympathy and attention for herself. I've seen some of her threads filled with tons of people slandering me who don't even know me and have a clue about what's really going on. I'm just going to try to sum this up. She's leaving a lot out. Well, I mean, I guess that works out too, but he said she's leaving out a lot, including the part where I dropped everything and screwed up my entire life to be with her. I relocated across the country for her. I don't even know where to start here. Well, I'm just gonna, start here with some of my commentary. Don't move across country for nobody. Like, you better just make that shit work. For real, especially, I don't know what opportunity she fucked up for you, or not really she fucked up, you fucked it up because you thought that she would be worth it. That's on you, buddy. But I don't know what opportunity you messed up. Maybe you'll talk about it. Let's see. She has a gay best friend. The relationship with each other is very weird and invasive. I put up with the guy sleeping in our bed with us for a week when I first went to meet her. Okay, that's already weird. They played mind games and ran trust tests on me to make sure I could be trusted. It got entangled with a former friend of mine. I guess it's rekindled a major long-term beef and caused collateral damage. I knew gay bestie would be a problem the whole time, and I was right. I suspect she's in love with him, actually. She has a 2-year-old daughter and a piece of shit baby daddy who's been total dirt to them. Doesn't even see or rarely ask about their daughter. I've done more for that girl in 6 months than he ever has. Part of the reason I had put up with that little friend of hers, who she plans on marrying platonically someday and being a surrogate for. Oh, wow. She lives on her mom's property. She's got family buried there. She's inheriting it, and she never plans to leave. Right now, her mom and her grandma got 2 nasty torn up trailers there that they all split up between. They're hoarders, and the rooms are so packed full of shit most can't be assessed. Her daughter sleeps in the living room on a mattress they pull out of one of the rooms every night. This is longer than I expected, but let's continue. Her mom has severe PTSD and never leaves the house. Her grandma is a painkiller addict and sends my ex on her sketchy errands. My ex does everything over there. She does the cooking, the cleaning, the working, everything. One of the trailers doesn't have running water. I paid for parts to try it and tried to help her brother fix it while I was there visiting. I tried to help them clean up their nasty property. Ex only makes $7 an hour too. Where the fuck do you live making $7 an hour? I'm not going to judge too much because shit, I'm all of a family member away from homelessness, so I'm not going to say shit. But there's a major lack of opportunity out there. Okay, like they live like total white trash. I can relate. Part of the reason I fell in love with her, only I want more. What you whatever, bro. And her family did nothing but talk shit about me behind my back and tell her we weren't right for each other the whole time I was with her. I've done nothing but try to upgrade her life and show her and her daughter to a better life. No, I don't have much to offer, but I have a hell of a lot more than that. Yeah, this all hurt me enough for me to go whining on Facebook about it. It started a family feud, LOL, and after I exposed them there, her mom tried to banish her from talking to me. Big on wench. We're 25 and 26 years old, mind you, and I still have her on the phone plan with me that I tried my best not to hold over her head since I grew up with a verbally abusive alcoholic step-parent myself. She doesn't even respect me enough to talk to me. She's going around playing victim with the sob story, gaining all the sympathy and attention while my entire life is in demise. I've lost everything and I drink myself to sleep over her every night now. Oh my goodness. I wasn't an alcoholic before we met. I had managed to hold down a job for 2 years. I was doing better for myself and my grandmother. Then I fell in love and it ruined my life. She's got y'all convinced that I'm toxic, manipulative, controlling psychopath. Oh, it says A, my bad. Yeah, I wanted to rip her away from her that toxic ass family of hers. They should want more from her. including her bestie. Yes, I crashed out and said some mean shit over text after I had enough of the games and disrespect. Boo hoo. Her life hasn't been affected at all by this. She just likes the attention. I actually caught her in a support group up here for catching felons for one of her pay pigs while she and I were dating. This already sounds like an awful lot, doesn't it? Yes, right? It's long as shit. Longest one I've ever read, to be honest with you. I digress. I feel like I fell in love with a fucking narcissist. And she's already in here with hundreds of comments advising her to cut me off and have everyone in her life block me and hit me with a restraining order because I'm a stalker and it's only going to get worse, according to the comment. Such a stalker, I dumped her and drove 1,200 miles away. Doesn't mean it's been easy. I miss her terribly and I've done nothing but spiral since I left her. I'd keep going, but I think I've said enough. Fucking woman, bro. A lot of the comments on her shit too, just a bunch of battered women projecting shit. Get over yourselves. I'm the best thing that's ever happened to that whore. She just, he said this girl, she just keeps drinking that Kool-Aid. It's what I get for dating a conservative. Oh shit, listen bro, I don't know the other side of the story, so I'm not gonna, I really can't say if you're overreacting or not, but let's go see what this comment says. There's 2 comments here. Let's see. Sounds like you both have serious issues. Edit, if this is real. Oh yeah, nah, I ain't got nothing for you, bro. He said some mean things, but he didn't say what he said, and I don't have the other side of the story, so I can't really say if he's an overreactor. But from which you guys were read to, or if you paused it, read it yourself because you didn't want to hear me reading it, you know, kudos to you, piece of shit. That's why I'm here, to read it for you like it's a bedtime story. Sorry I don't got a Morgan Freeman voice. Anyways, but do you guys think he was overreacting? I don't know the whole story, so I can't really make one out right here, but you know, hey, maybe we'll run into the other part of this story at some point, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. Am I overreacting? I feel like my classmates hate me secretly. This already feels like an overreaction, but we're about to find out. Since I started high school, I never got to have my own group of class friends or even serious close friendships with someone, mainly because since we are 25 and our desks are for 2 people, I am always the one without anybody near me. Consequently, I don't have many occasions to talk with anybody. So this says high school and then says that you are 25. I don't know what's going on here. Number 2, I'm quite insecure because I think if people don't search for me, then it means that they don't need me or they aren't interested. And I know it's my problem, but I'm fixing it from more or less 2 years, but the situation I'm in right now doesn't help at all. I was in 2 different groups in the past. First year, I got to be included in a group of 5, including me, but I couldn't stay near them during lectures since we were odd number and not even number. Still today, I'm in good terms with them since we maintained a good relationship, but I still feel alone in class, you know? I don't know. Then second year, I tried to get out from my anxiety phase and befriend with others in class. I reached to join in an only male group that was made up of 4 people, including me, and I literally got the best time of my life with them since they were very funny and everything was going pretty well. Then last year, I had 8 new classmates, 2 boys and 6 girls. I got the chance to get, okay, I don't think this person's, I'm not sure, but this may not be a person who is naturally English speaking because some of the mannerisms and like how they talk are not feeling English like. Then also they say, what is it? Then second year, first year, that sounds like some type of Asian culture. Well, I only know really about Japanese because they do what, year 1, year 2, and year 3 for high school. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's regroup. Where the fuck was I? You know, I'll just go back here. Last year I got 8 new classmates, 2 boys, 6 girls. I got the chance to get 2 new wonderful friends that we'll call Black and Pink to make it easy. And since the only male group started to not include me in conversations and talk to my back, as Pink and Black said to me and I verified, I joined these 2 girls. We were in 3, but last year the desk arrangement changed and we got to stay 3 in the same desk line. I'm not gonna lie, I'm having terrible luck with picking stories because these joints are long. My goodness. Then this year we got again the 1 desk for 2 scheme, so I got alone again, leaving Pink and Black together. And since then they, but especially Black, started to exclude me from a lot of things. They don't message me anymore in our group chat or even in DMs, and if they do, It is only for school stuff. They don't invite me anymore to eat with them in breaks. They don't include me anymore in conversations. Pink don't ask me to sit near them, which one of them isn't when one of them isn't at school. At first, I thought it was just because they knew each other longer than me, and they just have a different friendship between them, which is completely fair. And I can't actually pretend them to behave me in the same way they do with each other. But they just started to have some behaviors that I can't stand anymore. For example, one day, one of them, Black, was talking about a dream she got that night, and I turned around to listen to her since I got to sit in front of them and wanted to join. And she immediately said, "Oh, wait, I forgot what I was saying." And she started to talk about it again only when I turned around. And when I asked to her, "Did you remember what you dreamed of?" she said to me, "No." And everything couldn't become worse. Our class got to go to Berlin for 4 days, and we had to choose roommates. Okay, so they're in Berlin. Not in Berlin, but near Berlin. So it's not what I thought initially. Anyways, they got to go to Berlin for 4 days and got to choose roommates. I, of course, wanted to stay with Pink and Black, especially with Pink, because I started to have several doubts towards Black behavior. But since one group of girls, which is despite it from all my class for no actual reason and hated a lot by Pink and Black because Pink, they had a fight with them and now we can't stand them. Okay. They had a quarrel with one popular girl. We couldn't be together because of combinations I'm not going to explain. It's too complicated. Sometimes deciphering what you're saying is complicated. I didn't want to stay with those girls not because I knew they were hated by my friends, but I just wanted to stay with Pink and Black. But then Black, the girl who didn't want to tell me her dream, started to say, "Oh, I just don't care. I can stay with anyone." Receiving a lot of praise from everyone, not gonna lie, such hypocritical from my class to applaud her. And I felt so bad for her. I felt like I was the reason of her separation with Pink. And they wanted to be together so bad. And actually, the class was shocked by Black's statement because everybody wanted them to be together in room. So in the end, I offered to stay in a room with the most 3 hated girls of my class just because of this. Because I felt selfish to stay with Pink, and so it happened. But I don't regret my choice because I got a lot of fun with them. I still can't understand why everybody hates them. I was about to say, this shit is so long. Anyways, but after that, Pink and Black started to be a lot more distant with me, probably because I became like the 3 girls. I still don't know. In the end, I decided to talk with them, especially Black, and the conversation was like, Black, I have to talk to you. I have to. You're acting very distant. What happened? So I saw that since Berlin, you don't want to talk to me anymore, and I want to know what I did wrong. That's not true. You did nothing. You're just not talking to me, so I'm not talking to you. Okay, actually, I don't remember the exact conversation, but it was very embarrassing because I couldn't get angry to her since I respect her too much, and I strongly feel that she didn't said me shit because she doesn't really care about me. This has been a lot to decipher, I'm not gonna lie. It's like broken English. And at that moment, I just started to cry like an idiot because indeed I was acting distant and I don't deny that. But I just felt that in those days, she didn't want me to deal with her. And I'm 90% sure she talked to my back because she's just an expert in doing that. She does it with everyone in class for real. I said that to her and she said to me that maybe it seems like that, but she's just made like this. And I don't have to be worried about that. And so we made peace, but the situation is still ongoing. The dream story happened like 3 weeks ago. And for example, today they didn't talk to me at all. And I don't know what to think anymore. Should I cut them off my life, talk to them again? I suffered a lot from this situation. Last month, I literally cried every day for this shit. And the situation didn't change at all. Even if I tried to chat with them, letting things go, trying to feel like it's all in my brain. I just feel they don't want me. I'm always the first to do everything, to say what I feel it's wrong, etc. And I really don't feel like it's my responsibility to ask them what the fuck is going on with them because I really can't understand why I should be the problem. Right now, I'm just ignoring them, waiting for them to talk to me first because I'm always the first to talk to them. So if they are interested to discuss about it or even interested to chat with me about other things that are not related to that, they should talk to me. But of course, it isn't happening. By the way, I'm terribly sorry. Okay, there we go. I'm terribly sorry for my grammar and the super long rant and writing. And thanks for reading. I appreciate it so much. I don't appreciate reading it. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but I'm not gonna be an asshole here. So Alex, I'm not trying to say that last name. In a way, I don't think you're overreacting, but it's only because I can only get it from your situation. So with that being said, I don't think that you're overreacting, but what I think you should do is feel more comfortable being by yourself. It's clear that that's something that you have to work on. Be comfortable being by yourself to the point where you don't have to give a fuck about if your classmates like you or not. Now, it says since we are 25, I'm not sure if you mean 15 because of the high school or what's going on there, but I think you should just find comfort in being alone, because it's going to be a lot of times in your life that you are alone anyways. So I'm going to say no, I don't think you're overreacting. Maybe your classmates do secretly hate you. Or you know what? If we're going off of I feel like my classmates hate me secretly, then maybe you are overreacting. But if it's more of the like they just don't like you or are just not interested in being friends with you, then I don't feel like you're overreacting. But based off feeling like your classmates hate you secretly, then yes, I do feel like you're overreacting, because a lot of times our mind will make up some bullshit that isn't true, and it'll be like signs that we view as hate that are just misconstrued for the most part. So I'm not I did say that you're overreacting. I ain't really got much else for you. Find comfort in being by yourself. Find comfort in doing things on your own, eating, fucking classwork, all that stuff. And when the luxury comes where you have to be with someone else, then embrace it for that time, but understand that that time will come to an end. And when it does come to an end, it's okay, because you're comfortable being by yourself at that point. That's all I can say for you. Otherwise, if anybody else has anything that you would like to add, I would love to hear it. And if we're at this is not the midpoint of the video. This is kind of like 66% done, because we have one more story after this. But if you're enjoying anything that you see, I hope that you like the video. I hope that you subscribe to the channel and that you leave a comment on any of the situations we've gotten into so far. Otherwise, let's move on to the last one. All right. I actually scrolled this one a little bit. It's not that long. It is still pretty long though. Am I overreacting? I gotta stop almost saying, am I the asshole? Am I overreacting for stepping away from the family business after years of sacrificing my life for it? I already feel like this is not an overreaction, but let's read it. I just saw that they're 20 years old. This is, I for like years of sacrifice, and you're only 20? That must mean that you've been working there for as long as you could work. Hey, I am 20 years old and the oldest of 3 kids. Oh man, don't let them be an immigrant or something, because this is really going I'm really going to be on your side then. I don't know. But my family owns a small restaurant that's been around since I was in middle school. From a pretty young age, I was expected to help out a lot after school, weekends, holidays, you name it. While my friends were going to clubs, doing sports, or just hanging out, I was wiping down tables, washing dishes, and manning the register. I already knew it, bruh. When I was in high school, I really wanted to focus on science because I loved biology, but my parents basically discouraged it. Don't pick something too demanding. You won't have time to help out. So I chose a more manageable track just to keep the peace and be more available. Oh, I feel bad. After I graduated, I wanted to go to college. I even got into a decent school with some scholarship money, but my parents said they couldn't afford to support me beyond that. And on top of that, who's going to help with the restaurant if you're gone? So I stayed. Spent 2 full years working basically full time there. No salary, no weekends, just you live here, you eat here. What more do you need? I got the equivalent of pocket change, and even that came with guilt trips sometimes. Meanwhile, my younger brother, 17, is being supported 100%. He has tutors, extra classes, all the resources, and he's never expected to lift a finger in the restaurant because he's focused on his future. I really feel bad now. So, last week, I told my parents I got a job offer from a friend and I want to take it. It's not my dream job, but it's something for me for once. They absolutely lost it. Said, you're just abandoning the family after everything we've done? We built this business for you kids, and now you're just walking away? Honestly, was it really for us? Then, why am I the only one who had to give up everything? Anyway, I took the job. I've been working for a week now, and my mom sends me guilt trip texts every single day. Things like pictures of dirty dishes with wish we had help, or the house feels so empty now. My aunts have also jumped in, calling me selfish and ungrateful. And I gave up school, social life, even my own interests for years. But now that I'm trying to do something for myself, I'm the bad guy. So am I overreacting for finally choosing myself? I say this from the bottom of my stomach. Hold on, let me bring that air back. Fuck no. All right, cool. That's all I want to say. No, you're not overreacting. I personally have never been in this situation, but I have known some people in this type of situation. And the reason why I said immigrants is because typically they are they're some type of like African or Hispanic. Like that's how it always works for the people that I've known. But yeah, I don't think that you're overreacting. You're 20 years old. Honestly, I'm so glad that you said you're 20 years old, because that is, you didn't waste too much, in my opinion. You did waste your formative years, which sucks. I hate that for you. But you have your whole 20s to look forward to build up the life that you really want. So fuck your parents, or you know what, let's just say fuck your family in general, because you said your aunts have chimed in talking about how selfish you are, all this other bullshit. You're not selfish. And honestly, sometimes we put such a negative connotation on the word selfish, when at times it is just great to be selfish, because you're doing something for yourself. Other people could find it selfish, bask in the selfishness. Fuck them. Because you want to do something better for yourself and live a life that feels more fulfilling. Never feel bad. Never feel like you're overreacting for doing something for yourself. I'm now 30 and doing stuff for myself now, but it took a long time for me to actually like start doing a lot of things for myself, and I still don't do things fully for myself. So there's still that. Don't live with the regret of not doing things for yourself. Go ahead and jump into whatever you want to do. I want to see what one of the comments say. From the one-eyed milkman, not overreacting. You got to live your life your way. You're only 20, so you still have so much time to make what you want out of life. You aren't abandoning your family either, and you are living your true self. Edit. My best friend at school was in a similar position. He wanted to be there for his family and help out, since the business paid for the rent, clothes, food, and he wanted his parents to be happy. Had a huge falling out when he moved away for his dream job. His parents, seeing him happy a few years later, softened up and were much easier on his younger siblings after that. Yeah, you know, I think things are going to work out for you. What was your name? I didn't say it. Bye to Blossom. I guess by Blossom. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but go ahead and keep living your best life. You don't gotta worry about your parents. Sorry I said fuck your family, but you know, just to get my point through, fuck your family. Fuck them. Well, all right, that's all the time that we have. Not really all the time that we have, but that's all the time I'm giving y'all. With that being said, if you enjoyed the video, I hope that you liked the video. I hope you subscribe to the channel and leave a comment on any of the situations that you've seen. I actually like the fact that we ended it off on this last one. I don't know, something about it just made me happy to read it. So hope that you guys have something to say about it. If not, that's okay. We'll see if maybe in the next video you have something to say about it. But regardless of if you said anything, or if you even liked the video, or if you even subscribe to the channel, I do hope that you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.